Power Book 4 Force is coming back to our screens with its third and final season, and honestly, I don't think I've ever been this excited for this show. In this last season, we're going to see Tommy push to his absolute limits as his story in Chicago comes to an end. So, get ready for a season packed with action and drama. But, of course, everything will start with a banger of a premiere episode. Thankfully, we know a lot about what to expect from the first episode of the new season. So, without wasting any more time, let's get into it.
Well, whatever happens, Tariq, I'll always answer my phone for you.
I know. Same here, Uncle Tommy. Yo, I heard from you in a minute. Yeah, I do. What is going on though?
As you can tell from these scenes, the biggest surprise of the season is definitely Tariq. Since Tommy's going to be in more trouble than ever, he'll probably have no choice but to call Tariq for help. And, just like he promised, Tariq will come to Chicago for Tommy. Given that Tariq's role this season will be short, I'm guessing this cameo will happen during the final big action sequence, not in episode 1. But I couldn't stop my excitement, so I wanted to share this with you. With Tariq coming in the finale, we can really feel his impact, and Tariq saving Tommy's life could give us some big clues about what's coming in the new spin-off. Oh, and yes, Tariq and Tommy are getting a spin-off together. I'll talk about that more at the end of the video. But for now, let's see what happens in episode 1. First, we need to start with Tommy's enemies. At the very beginning, Mirkovic will undoubtedly appear. Sure, Tommy pulled off an amazing plan that put both Mirkovic and Claudia behind bars at the same time. But I really don't think Mirkovic's story ends there. Most likely in the first episode of the season, he'll be out of prison and wasting no time planning his revenge on Tommy. And who's he going to plan that revenge with? Well, we have to look at Claudia, because out of everyone, she has the biggest reason to come after Tommy. Not only did Tommy get her locked up, but he also had her stabbed in prison. I don't think she's going to die from that stabbing, not just because we fans love watching her, but because she's dangerous and powerful enough to actually be a serious threat to Tommy. So, in the first episode, it is rumored that she'll spend her time recovering, and by the end, we'll see her getting out of prison with Mirkovic and starting to make plans against Tommy. And who's going to be the last person with them? You might be thinking of Miguel Garcia, and I'll get to him later, but the final seat is going to belong to King Kilo, that's for sure. As you probably know, Big Baby Glenn Davis went to prison in real life, and fans were wondering if that meant he wouldn't be in Season 3. But Glenn Davis went to prison in October 2024, and filming for Season 3 wrapped in July 2024. So yes, we will be seeing King Kilo in the final season. I'm betting that in the first episode, we'll see him and Mirkovic having a little prison chat about taking Chicago's streets back from Tommy. And at the end of the episode, we'll see the three of them getting out of prison, and in the following episodes, we'll see Claudia working the plans from the table, while King Kilo and Mirkovic make moves in the streets. Now, let's talk about the rats. As we saw in the Season 2 finale, Shanti and Jannard might act like they're on Tommy's side, but they're really just waiting for a chance to stab him in the back. And with all the trouble he's in, that chance is basically guaranteed to come. In the Season 3 promo images, we see Shanti with Tommy and Jannard with Diamond. And I think it is obvious that those are from the first episode of the season when they're still trying to earn his trust. By the end of the season, as the enemy side grows stronger and Tommy gets deeper into trouble, clearly, both of them will turn against him. And honestly, I don't see them surviving that betrayal, because this will be the most ruthless Tommy we've ever seen. As for Vic, his situation is even worse. By the end of Season 2, Tommy already learned that Vic was snitching to the feds, so I wouldn't be surprised if Vic becomes the first casualty in episode 1. In the teaser, we saw Vic being drowned by someone, probably Diamond, who's done that before. Or it could be Tommy. Either way, Vic is definitely not safe. Okay, now let's talk about Miguel. In the Season 2 finale, Miguel kidnapped his own sister just because of how much he hated Tommy. Behind the scenes, rumors suggest that Tommy will save Mireia right in the first episode, because I've never seen him that furious before. And in the process, a lot of Miguel's men are probably going to die. But Mireia might beg Tommy not to kill her brother, and Tommy could agree to it just this once. In the following episodes, Miguel might step back for a while. He could even get an offer from Mirkovic and Claudia to team up. But I don't think Miguel, after losing to Tommy once, will go against him again. Even if we don't see it in episode 1, here's my big theory. Around the middle of the season, if Mirkovic or Claudia kill Mireia, we could actually see Miguel teaming up with Tommy to take revenge. I know that would be one of the saddest possible endings, but this is the final season, so we need to be ready for anything. And it's not just Mireia, D-Mac, JP Gibbs, and Kate are all in serious danger too. So besides Tariq and maybe Miguel, who else is on Tommy's side? Well, the only one left, as always, is Diamond. At the end of last season, things weren't great between him and Tommy, but in the first episode, with Mireia kidnapped and Vic dragging them into more trouble, they could team up again right away. I can totally see them wrecking spots together from the first action scene to the last this season. And one of the biggest moments will be Diamond's reaction when Jenard betrays Tommy. Later episodes of the season, I really don't think Diamond will forgive his brother after everything that's happened, so I can't wait to see how that plays out. So, that's what will happen in episode 1 and generally throughout season 3. Now, the big question, when will we get to see this amazing final season? Season 3 will officially premiere on November 7th, with a total of 10 episodes. Don't let the short episode count worry you. I'm sure we'll be getting plenty of action in the final season of Force. And what comes after Force? Like I said, we'll see the end of Tommy's Chicago story, and then he and Tariq will start a new chapter in another city. That's going to be in their new spin-off, Power Legacy. But that's not all. We're also getting another spin-off, Power Origins, where we'll see young Tommy, young Ghost, and young Kanan. Since it's about Tommy's younger years, Joseph Sikora won't be in it, but I'm sure they'll cast someone who really understands the role and can give us the most accurate version of young Tommy possible. For more updates on Power Book 4 Force and the whole Power universe, make sure you subscribe and like this video. And if you want to know what's coming in Power Legacy, check out this video.